Hi everyone, it's Sharon. I'm here with the Laura Sculpt, and I wanted to just kind of show you the versatility of the posing of this baby, which I have heard from many people who have this doll, but until you experience it yourself, you don't completely get it. So I wanted to just kind of pose her in all different ways and show you how realistic she looks no matter how you pose her. I actually took her to my doctor's office today because she knows I'm an artist, and I showed her one once, and the next time I saw her, she asked me to bring a doll to show her, and since I just finished Laura, I figured I would show her to my doctor, and she was amazed. Yeah, she held her and everything, and so that was fun. I took her in a little kind of a carry-all, so nobody knew except for me. So I have her in just this little floral onesie. It's a newborn size. And let's see, who is this by? This is by Modern Moments by Gerber. And it fits her very well. Fits her very, very well. So the first thing I wanted to show you, I have her stuffed, weighted quite floppy to make it even easier. So the first thing that you can do is you can, not that you'd want to, but she can be up on her feet like that with her legs kind of straight, and she can just cross her legs like that, or actually she can hold her legs up like that. And I actually got her to hold her foot there. She can hold her foot. Isn't that cute? I sure hope you're seeing this. I'm going to just pray that you are. And let's see. Her arms, she's got her, I make her head turnable and her limbs turnable. I don't use plugs and I don't use rings because I don't like them. But her eyelash gets kind of bent right in the middle over here. So you can show her double chin by having her head way up like that, and turn her head and put her arms up like that. You can make her, look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that adorable, guys? And let's show you her on her side. I should have you off the tripod to see this. But let's turn her over. Let's turn her over and put her arms up like this. Oops. So she's trying to crawl away. Of course she's too little for that, but you can pretend when you're probably supposed to give them some tummy time. So this is what she would look like with tummy time. Of course you want to turn her head so she can actually breathe. So that's her on tummy time. Her sculpting is amazing, guys. Her thighs with the little dents and the wrinkles. And the one toe, this one toe that curls up is adorable. It's just adorable. I mean, look at that. Yeah, look at that. So she's the girl of many poses. Look at that. Yeah. When I hold her at night, I curl her up like this, and I put her hands up like that. Her coloring is just so beautiful. And I think I was mentioning, she's probably going to be the last reborn that I make, because I'm gonna be 72 in July. No lie, guys. I don't feel 72 in my mind. I feel like a 30-year-old, 40-year-old in my mind. And it's just, the things that happen to you when you get older that make me realize that I'm an older woman. But I didn't start reborning, my first reborn, until I was 60, because I didn't learn about them until I was like 59. And so I'm real sad about that, actually, because I could make a good living at it if I started as a young person. I'm pretty sure of it. I used to root all the time. Yeah, I did. And now I'm barely able to paint hair. So, anyway, you've seen some of the poses on this little girl, and I am thinking of naming her after Julie Christie's role in Dr. Zhivago, and Omar Sharif in the movie. He wrote a whole book of poetry about her, and he just loved her so much and thought she was so spectacular. And her name was Lara, Lara, and her full name was Larissa. And I am thinking of calling her Larissa after the role that Julie Christie played in Dr. Zhivago, because I think she is one of the most beautiful actresses that ever lived, Julie Christie. And she's one of the most beautiful reborns that I have ever seen. She's so peaceful and so beautiful, and has so much movement and so much posability. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And I'm just giving you a little taste right now. So, I'm going to take you off the tripod and show you her details in a minute, but I wanted to touch on something that I have been noticing for quite a long time, and I wanted to bring it to the public to get your opinion, your impression, and your comments about this. So, and it has to do with watching prototype or master artists, particularly prototype, box openings. And what I notice is that a lot of prototype artists have their logo printed on a variety of different things that are included in the box opening. Sometimes their name and their nursery name appears on the box. Sometimes it appears on the clothing. Sometimes it appears on stickers. And sometimes the prototype doll comes with exclusive designer clothing, hand knit passy clips, crocheted or whatever, it's either crocheted or knit, and hand crocheted or handmade loveys, hand knit or hand crocheted blankets, the works, things that are extremely exclusive to that particular prototype artist. And what I wanted to say was, how much money would you save if the doll just came with a couple outfits and a regular box opening, because we know that prototype reborns are extremely expensive. And I think a lot of that is because of the money that they spend with their logo printed on things, which is not a cheap thing. You know, sometimes it could be quite expensive. They might even have ribbons with their name on it and all sorts of things. Yeah. So, how much of the cost of a prototype baby goes into all of those things? And do you ever wonder about that? Do you ever wonder if you'd be able to afford a prototype reborn if it just came with a onesie and a muslin blanket and a passy and you know, maybe a pair of socks and a hat? And you know, how much would you be saving? Do you really care? I would care about that. I like watching those box openings, but I think to myself every time I see that with all the advertising, the names on it and everything, and all the exclusive things, how much money that all rings up to be. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 700 extra? So does that mean you could get a prototype doll for 1,000 instead of 1,700 or 1,800? Or anyway, I often wonder about that. And a lot of people will sell their doll on and keep all the originals. And I wonder if they find out that they make any money on the doll, or if they break even on the doll selling it with all the originals, or you know, I just wonder about that kind of thing. So give me your opinion. Do you notice that? And would you like to own a prototype without all the extra advertising and all the special this and the handmade that, or do you enjoy that part of it? So I just kind of let you know my 2 cents, and now I'm going to take you off the tripod, and as promised, I'm going to show you some of Larissa's details. The bottom of her foot, and the side of her foot, her little toes, her creasing, her mottling. Let me scoot up a little bit. Her arm. This arm is just adorable, the way it's kind of stretched out, and her little fingers. I was very conservative with the tipping of her nails. And here's the inside of her hand. Here's her other arm. And of course her beautiful face. And her little double chin. And her adorable little lips. And her eyelashes. Her nose is not real red. I don't like real red in the nose. I use a variety of different colors in the nose. And this is the top of her head. Let me see if I can... There. It's the top of her hair. And she was painted with acrylics. Much easier. It's one side of her hair. And let me turn her little head and show you the other side of her hair. And as I said, I was trying to kind of copy my little boy, my little boy's hair. And gosh, I just forgot his name. I forgot his name. Isn't that awful? It'll come to me during this video. And let me turn her around so you can see the back of her hair. What did I name that little boy? There's the back of her hair. I put pictures on my community wall of her hair as I was doing progress. Her little ear. And her eyelash from the side. Her little profile. She has a little egg-shaped head, as if she was a real newborn. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you love her, and I hope you like her name, Larissa, from Dr. Zhivago. There was a whole book of poetry written about Lara, and I don't know if you've seen that movie or not, but if you haven't, you need to see it. It's got one theme that repeats itself through the whole movie to tie it all together. And it's a musical instrument. And that's all I'm going to tell you. So if you happen to see the movie and you know what I'm talking about, make a comment too, that you know what that musical instrument is in that movie. Yeah, it's a string that continues through the whole movie and ties it all together. So, all right, fellow YouTubers, fellow collectors, fellow Reborn Doll lovers, thank you so much for watching, and comment about what you think about the prototype extras, and what you think of her name, and if you've seen the movie Dr. Zhivago. Looking forward to your comments, and I'll see you real soon, guys.